Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we're here for a logistical breakdown with the pirates today. We are ambushing a convoy, so let's not waste any time and jump on in there today. This is of course going to upset the Capellans, but it will put us on some very good terms with the pirates. So we're going to max out our reputation there. That is fantastic. We've got some decent salvage today, so I suppose we may as well see what we can collect. 3.5 skulls, that's not too shabby. Not a huge amount of money coming our way, but again, we're going to probably make up for it in salvage. Alright, so this is in a desert biome, which could be a little bit interesting. We are ambushing. So what do we want? Well, we're going to go ahead and keep the Marauder. We need some more salvage here today. We'll keep the Zeus. The Zeus is nice and heat efficient. Those extra double heat sinks really do make a bit of a difference. In fact, hang on a second. Yeah, if we Alpha Strike with that's 18 heat over what we've got, and we have no exposed double heat sinks, so we are doing very, very well in that regard. So we'll see about that. And then let's see, what else do we want? I'm thinking the Annihilator. That could be a little bit of fun. The Exchanger is going to be very nice for keeping us cool. And you know, maybe we drop the Black Knight today? Maybe we bring out a Cyclops instead. Some extra missilery wouldn't be terrible. That's probably not a bad way to play it. That said though, the Black Knight's not too bad as far as the damage it can deal. Let's have a look. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8 weapons, 9, not including machine guns. You know what, maybe we do keep the Black Knight. Yeah, it's got some decent weight to it. Not going to have the initiative bonus, could be a little bit annoying, but you know what? With only 2 mechs at 1, I think we should be okay. We've got our Marauder, we've got our Black Knight to follow up. I think it's worth checking out. So let's go ahead and deploy. Okay, so our objective for today is to destroy the supply convoy and escape, and there's a bonus in it if we take out the guards. We're tracking a regular Capellan logistical convoy through this area. We believe the convoy is carrying critical supplies for an unknown number of military units. We'd like you to destroy the convoy and any supplies it might be hauling. We have no information on what defenses the convoy is likely to have, so assume at least 1 lance escorting. If so, there is a bonus in it for you if you eliminate that escort lance. Alright, so when I hear unknown number of military units, I get nervous. This could be tough, Commander. That it might be, but we will see. I think we should get something decent out of this whole situation. Alright, there's the Capellan logistical convoy, Commander. Move up to a good vantage point and let's find out what we're dealing with. Once the convoy is destroyed, head for the evac point or stick around to mop up the escorts. Good luck, Commander. Oliveria out. Okay, so we need to find the convoy, and it looks like, oh wow, the denial zone is quite a way away, so that's a fairly long path that they have to travel. Alright, we're definitely going to want to catch up as soon as we can and commit to firing upon them. Let's bring, let's bring the Annihilator down. If for some reason we have to shoot them in the back, so be it. We've got the cannons to do so. Let's bring our Zeus. Oh, you know what? That's actually quite an awkward spot for us to move to. You know what? Let's go ahead and... The Zeus can actually go ahead and... Oh, you know what? We'll cut across here. I think that's not a bad plan. We might need to dip over here, depending. Oh, that might actually be a little bit tricky for us to work around, but we'll see what we can do. As for our Black Knight, let's move on up.
I'm walking here.
And our Marauder, I guess we'll take that as far as we can. Alright, so no signs of the convoy just yet. Hopefully they're spawning on as we speak. Let's go ahead and get the Annihilator. Ooh, actually, you know what? A little bit of a hilltop view would not be a bad thing. Let's go ahead and take that.
I understand.
Primary target on screen, Commander.
Alright, hang on. The game is taking a minute while our sensors pick up everything and calculate. Alright, what have we got? We have... nobody. Oh, the convoy is up there already? This could be a bit of a pickle. Let's go, you know what? We'll bring the Zeus up and as far as we can. Yeah, I think this is what we'll have to do.
On the move.
Okay, we're definitely behind the 8-ball on this one. The Black Knight, as much as I want to cut through here, I don't think we're going to have the capacity to. Let's go... we're going to have to hightail it if we're going to catch up.
On my way.
Alright, and our Marauder... Oh, what to do here? Do we try and go directly down and try and chase them? I think we will. I think that's what we plan on for now.
Roger.
Yeah, alright, so this is going to be a bit interesting. They have a decent sized convoy. They'll have some reasonably decent mechs as well, given the difficulty. This could be an interesting mission, because again, if we don't catch up to this convoy, we are all out. So what do we know so far? That's a 60 ton, another 60, 60, and an 80. Okay, so that 80 could be something like a Demolisher, a Shrek PPC carrier, all sorts of things. We've got another 45 ton. This is a 55, 70. Alright, let's see what we can manage. The Marauder, we can get eyes on. We're not going to be able to see the other mech back there, but that's okay. I think we'll go ahead and see if we can scrap this Wolverine before it gets much of a chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and move forwards.
Copy that.
We see a Vindicator in the back there. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and... Do we fully commit? I think we do. We need to do as much damage as possible and work our way towards the convoy. Even if we don't get the kill,
Copy that.
we need to start putting holes in things. Alright, and that could not have gone any better.
I hope we can salvage that.
Alright, so next thing moving up, looks like the Vindicator's taking a prime position. You know, for some reason, I'm dropping a fair few frames, and I cannot think as to why. Alright then, alright, we'll just have to let it be for now. Let's go... Let's see, we've got a full salvo, we can... Oh, that LRM carrier? Aye, aye, aye. We do not want that thing to get a chance. Oh, that could also mean SRMs. Ooh. Alright, so let's just double check here. 3 LRM 20s. We either do this now, or we just get shot at. So let's go ahead and take care of that thing. We'll move on up. We'll go ahead and target this. In fact, you know, it's actually quite weak. Yeah, we definitely don't need all of this firepower, but we will still use all of it. We'll send almost everything against the LRM carrier, and we'll fire off a single medium laser just to strip that Vindicator of some options.
Splitting fire on multiple... Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep it up. Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep it up.
Alright, so that's one down. That's the Vindicator already sorted a little bit. Now, we do know that they have at least one more mech. Ooh. Those stray shots are coming on in. Ouch.
Took a hard hit there.
Yes, that it was.
I've been sensor locked.
Alright, so we know that there's at least one more mech that we don't know of, because we've killed one that took us to... Oh, wait a second. No, we don't. That's part of the convoy. Never mind, maybe this is all that they are escorting. They are some fairly heavy vehicles, so you never know. Let's see, what have we got? Not enough resolve right now. Let's bring the Zeus. Let's see, the 2S, the Vindicator. I think we'll go... You know, we'll just march on up. It's inevitable one way or the other. Now, what do we see here? That is... Oh, that has been on rocky terrain. Same with the Archer. I think we'll go... Let's see, the Vindicator 1R. We already have... Oh no, we need more of that in left over. So I suppose... We'll take out the Archer if we can, and we'll put a little bit of damage on the Vindicator. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that'll just make it easier for Rennick to target as we move up.
Roger that.
Or at least for whoever else Alright, some solid stability damage here. And then this one's just for the evasion pip removal. Alright, now it looks like
How might I help?
we still have a healthy shot here. I think we'll go... Ooh, you know what? Maybe what we do... We could theoretically go ahead and sprint forwards and get position to fire on the targets on the next turn. And I think that could be the advantage for us here. Let's go... Let's move up as far as we can. Yeah, let's just go ahead and move on up. And we'll see what we can uncover on the next turn. Again, we can always split some of our AC-10 fire. Oh, okay, hang on. Bad news there. That was a lot of damage.
Lots of MechWarriors. Show them what you got.
Alright, we're going to have to see what's going on here. Archangel, how are you doing? That left arm is very heavily hit. Alright, and very unstable.
Orders.
Unfortunately, we need to take one of these jokers out sooner than later, so let's move on forwards. And we'll target the Vindicator so he doesn't get a turn first. Yeah, you know what? This guy's got SRMs. Maybe he'll focus on us, and I think we can... I'd rather that be the option right now. So let's move forwards. We'll go ahead and turn off that UAC-20 because we definitely don't have the heat. Let's aim for the Vindicator. Hopefully we can get a quick and easy kill.
I'm on it.
Oh, and that's definitely not going to work. Alright, well, this is unfortunate. The Archer's moving back. Oh, there goes Archangel. He's down. This
I'm under heavy fire.
is bad because they're going to be able to fire at us as well.
Commander, I'm wounded.
Okay, we need to be careful. Oh, and he's putting shots on. Ouch.
Reporting heavy fire.
They're aiming for that right arm. Oh, here comes the vehicles. Hopefully we get a turn soon. We need to get back upright.
Taking some heavy damage.
Alright, let's see. Our Black Knight. By some miracle, its left arm is alive. Its right arm is doing better. Center is pretty well cooked. We need...
Reporting.
We need to stand up. There is no if, buts, and or maybes. We must move. And I think what we'll do is...
Let's go.
You know what? That Bulldog up over there, the large laser and the SRMs, I think we can let that one run away. That's not as dangerous. We know at some point they have to do a U-turn down here, so we will be able to catch them. As for you, though, let's keep you nice and safe. We're going to go ahead and... you know what? We don't really have much in the way of options here. I think we'll just go ahead and move up. We'll take as much cover as we can. And then... maybe we brace. Yeah, bracing, it's not exactly the most fancy of things to do, but this will give us extra damage reduction. That'll keep us nice and safe. It'll let us cool down. I think this is the thing we need to do. It's not like the Vindicator's got a heap of evasion. We don't have to focus on it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and brace. We'll see if we can get some of the fire redirected to other places.
They don't like me at all.
You have orders?
Alright, so what have we got? We have enough for one more resolve shot. We could technically take out 2 vehicles here. Shrek PPC carrier, we would be shooting it in the backside, I think?
Standing by.
The Zeus, what have you got? I guess you've got some decent options. Could work on those. You know what, that's probably not a bad plan. The Marauder's been pummeled a little bit. Let's move you... yeah, let's move the Zeus forwards. We'll go... oh, wait a second. We need to move somewhere relatively safe. Yep, 2 evasion pips. That'll have to do.
Move order received.
And we'll go... I think go all LRMs against the Archer, and we try and knock that over. And then we'll go ahead and fire 2 pulses. What do we aim at? Maybe the Bulldog. The Bulldog's not exactly a hard target to hit. We could potentially destroy it. Yeah, I think that's how we'll do this. So we'll knock that over. We'll take care of that. Let's see if we're lucky.
Engaging multiple targets.
Alright, we can't quite knock that archer over. And it looks like we split our fire ever so slightly. That is disappointing. Here come the LRMs. Oop. Alright, structure is exposed. That is not good.
That shot went internal.
This is why we braced. Alright, how did we do? Left arm is pretty beat up.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, we need to deal with these things relatively quickly. I think we'll go... If we're to have a look here, its initiative is down to 2. I can't remember whether that... You know, as much as I do love salvage, I think it's probably the plan to... Let's go ahead and take out their spotter so we can protect our Black Knight. I think that's the way we need to do this.
Confirmed.
Yeah, precision strike. We're going for the headshot. We're going to see if we can take this out here and now. If not, I don't know. We might have some repairs to be focusing on.
Confirmed.
Alright, fantastic news. That is what we needed.
That's a kill. It's go time.
Okay, well, that is very good. Let's bring our Marauder. Ooh. What do we target here? The LRM carrier is not a bad plan. That said, though, we can probably deal with that. PPC carrier. We can probably survive. Let's go for the archer instead. I think this is where we go. Let's move on up. We've got some very solid position here. We'll have some obfuscation, so we should be fairly safe. That'll get rid of our stability damage. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go 35% for that headshot and see what we can muster. In fact... 1, 2, 3, 4 weapons. That is not a huge amount. That said, though, the UAC would definitely be enough to knock it over. But you know what? I think we need more weapons on target. We need at least 2 hits. Actually, we need, yeah, a minimum of 2 with good weaponry. Otherwise, 3. Let's hope for the best. Alright, well, at least that's the missile suite destroyed.
Target's taken a critical hit.
That'll help us with the clustering. The Bulldog can take some moves. Ooh, looks like
I'm receiving you.
that is a little bit unwelcome. Yeah, no, technically we could fire 80 damage. That's not going to be enough to kill. I think we keep the Black Knight where it is, where it's nice and safe right now. It's got good evasion. It's got good cover. Yeah, let's hold off for a bit. We'll see what the archer does in response. Ooh. That's painful, but...
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Oh, it's cooking. Okay. Alright, how are we looking? Okay, we've lost all of our armor on that arm. That's fine,
Yes,
I
Commander.
suppose. Let's get the Annihilator rolling forwards, and we're going to take shots at both of these guys. We should easily be able to destroy them both.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Yeah, here we go. LRM carrier, that should be... Oh, that's a single hit will kill that. And then this thing, we need 2 hits. So I suppose... there we go. 85%, do we want to risk that? Probably not. Let's just guarantee that that thing goes down. The PPC carrier, we can probably survive if it lives.
Piece of cake.
Warning.
I've
Enemy
got eyes on
reinforcements
hostile
detected.
reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Okay, well, reinforcements are in
Enemy vehicle
the
destroyed.
mix now. Okay, this is going to be an issue. 50 ton and a 45 ton. That Black Knight's going to be in a bit of danger.
Yes, Commander.
The Zeus, on the other hand, we can probably... Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move forwards, and we're going to take out that vehicle, and then we're going to go ahead and cook that archer just that little bit more. Yeah, this Bulldog is going to be toast. Let's go ahead and send... You know what? Let's just send all of the LRMs, Against you, we're going to go ahead and fire. Do we go with everything and just see if we can destroy the archer? We're not going to destroy it, but we'll certainly make it hot. You know what? I think we'll probably be able to clear it with the Marauder or some other combination. Let's turn off the pulses, save ourselves some heat so we can deal with you guys. Although, you know what? No, come to think about it, we're definitely going to have a turn 2 cooldown. Let's fire everything we've got.
I copy.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
Alright, Bulldog is down, and the Archer is in critical condition. Ah, so close and yet so far. I was somewhat hoping for a bit of a shutdown.
Waiting for orders.
The Black Knight, though, we will continue moving further away. Oh, actually, we need to hide ourselves. We're not going to find that, are we? No, probably not. Alright, let's go ahead and we're going to sprint back over here. We're going to keep the Black Knight in the best condition we can.
Acknowledged.
We'll break line of sight so we cannot be targeted.
Get everything you got.
We'll take out this archer and then we'll deal with whatever marches our way. I don't even know if that was a single LRM hit just then. How did you do there, bud? That's your right arm, left arm. Oh no, we did get tagged. Just the singular LRM. And there's only one of them so far. Alright, let's go. Oh, we're going to have to pick a decent spot. Can we move up any closer? Not really. Alright then.
On my way.
Let's go ahead and precision strike this thing. Again, all lasers, no UAC-20. We're going to see if we can salvage it, but...
Firing.
You know, we just want this thing to cook.
Got past his armor.
Alright, so that thing is still very, very toasty. It looks like it's Archangel's turn. Yeah, no, this thing's practically toast.
Orders?
I think this is where we just go ahead and we send everything we've got. We'll go for the precision strike, but this thing... I'm not letting it live. I'm not letting it live. So let's go ahead and focus on you. We'll go for the headshot. You never know, we might get it. We only need 2 hits, but otherwise I'm fairly certain this thing is going to go. Its structure is already cooking thanks to overheating, and it's got minimal armor left. Yeah, let's just go for everything. Alright, well done.
Tango down.
It seems like hell hath no fury like an archangel scorned.
You have orders?
Alright, so my friend, you have not much to do. Let's bring...
Good to go.
Oh, actually, you don't have too much either. Let's go ahead and let's zip you around back to the road.
Understood.
We're gonna meet these guys on an even playing field.
Reporting.
As for the Annihilator, I think we can... Yeah, we can manage
Have no
this.
doubt it will be done. Damn, let's do this.
Alright, so technically we can get to the evac zone. I think we will keep our friends around just for now. Oh, actually, you know what? We could get eyes on, but it's a bit of an awkward situation. I think we go ahead and we just sprint.
Roger.
Yeah, we can't get shot at. We're not going to give them easy targeting data. We should be on the safe side with our Black Knight, so we'll keep you there.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Yep, that's right. Tactical advantage indeed.
Yes, Commander.
Let's bring
What's up, boss?
our Zeus forwards. We'll go... Oh, you know what? That's actually a rather nice spot for us to move.
Aye, aye.
Alright, what do we see? A Vindicator. Alright, well, we don't need
How
you.
might I help?
Ooh, technically, it looks like we can get some
I'm
middling
ready.
position at
What's
best.
the plan?
Let's maybe see about... you know what? Let's just get to the road.
Certainly. Standing by.
You, my friend, I think we'll go... Do we want to keep you out of sight? We probably do. Let's just keep you as far back as possible. I would send you to the evac, but I don't think that's necessary. If we go over that way, I'm pretty sure they might get eyes on us while we make our move. Oh yeah, and I didn't even think of the jump jets. They could have definitely caught us out in an awkward position.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, well then, let's go. I suppose we sprint as far as we can.
Acknowledged.
See what happens when they round the corner.
I'm ready.
Alright, you, my friend, go ahead and... You know what, we'll just keep you well out of the way.
Awaiting
Let's see,
orders.
the Annihilator, let's get you into position.
Sprinting.
That'll do very nicely. This guy is going to be in quite some trouble
Orders?
if he doesn't get too far. Alright, so let's see what we've got. Can we see? No. Sorry, we would get eyes on, but we wouldn't be able to do too much. Let's just move on up.
Affirmative.
And, oh, it's a hunchback. Okay, well, that is not exactly delightful. Let's go ahead and make sure that that thing is our focused first. That AC-20 could be bad. Definitely feeling good about my decision to keep the Black Knight further behind. Alright, well, we got an injury and we slowed down his initiative. That is ideal. The Zeus, I'm not too concerned about.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Big
Waiting
man's a
for
tough
orders.
guy, and then, oh, dearie me. Oh, he might get a shot off at the big man himself. I'd rather have cover though, if that's the case. You know what? Okay, let's go ahead and we'll move on up. We'll take as much evasion and cover as possible. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Order received.
We'll go precision strike up over here. We're not going to fire off that USE-20. We're going to save that for the big fellow around the corner.
Locked on.
Alright, that looked fairly good there.
That's a kill.
Alright, he's blind as he comes round. Let's see what he targets. Alright, fair enough. Aiming at the Zeus. That was reasonable.
Internal structure damage.
Alright, let's see. How did we do? Okay, only 5 points of structure. That is not the worst. I was
Ready for orders.
very concerned that they were going to go for a, what do we call it? A, headshot. Just knowing our luck, that would be the one time that they get a random headshot. They pop around the corner, no scope us like it's, well, nothing. And, we get left up a creek without a paddle.
Consider it done.
Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and show this guy the meaning of ballistics and, or going ballistic, and let's fire our Annihilator at this guy. Okay. Well,
That would be it.
it was either that or an Ultra Autocannon 20. Alright, but that's everybody dealt with. Well, I'm very glad we went with the lance we went with. The indirect fire, definitely useful. I'm glad that we had as much armor as we did. If we had brought the archer, that could have been dangerous. We got the the escorts and reinforcements for a fair bit of extra cash. That's our reputation with the pirates maxed out. Our Zeus and our Black Knight do need a little repair, but nothing too ridiculous. And Archangel is out for 8 days, but that's not the worst. Alright, so, salvage-wise, it looks like we can just pick up whatever we wish. And, oh, that would also explain it. An LRM-20 with extra stability damage. That would make a huge difference with why Archangel got knocked over earlier. Alright, so let's start with the heaviest thing first. And then let's go with the Wolverine second. I don't know, we could also... Oh, you know what? You know, we're not exactly short on cash. Let's just go for the basic Wolverine. If we get any more bits and pieces that we can put together another mech, so be it. But if not, oh well. We can finish off another Hunchback, and we can finish off a Vindicator as well. That is as good as it could possibly be. Alright, fantastic news. So, that is our last contract on this planet. So before we disappear, we're going to go ahead and sell off a couple of our excess mechs. And I believe we might also have a Griffin of a Star League era. So we're going to go ahead and purchase those things, and then I guess we'll see where we're traveling to afterwards. Oh yes, and also let's go ahead and make sure that our mechs get fixed.
That mech is ready to fight, Command.
Alright, so thank you very much.
Is cleared for fighting.
We'll go ahead and put you in storage. That'll be fine. Let's head to the store. We're going to go ahead and sell to the pirates since they are so nice to us. Hang on a second. Oh no, that's buying. For a second then I thought we had 2 to sell, and I was about to say that is ridiculous. No. We're going to go ahead and sell off some of our excess mechs. The 2R, we just put that into storage. We need to find double ups. So nothing on the catapult front. Oh, we have a Centurion. We also have a crab. We have, let's see, dragons and forces. Please, no, we have, where is it? Here we go, a hunchback. There we are, we can sell that off. And what else? I'm sure there is one more for us lying around somewhere. Yes, an extra Orion. That'll do. So that brings us up to a good amount of money. We'll just double check though, make sure that we did get through everything. Riflemen, Shadowhawks, Thunderbolts, Trebuchets, Vulcans. Oh, we still have a Wolverine. Oh, that's right, we did just pick that one up. And we can sell that for another 500,000. So that puts us in a very respectable spot for purchasing. Let's go ahead and see about that Griffin 2N. We do have an extra 10% discount, which is quite nice. That's going to save us quite a few C-bills on this Griffin. So let's go ahead and work on that.
New equipment available.
In fact, we will go ahead and buy that for less than 3 million.
Ready to fight, Commander.
I think that would be a perfect replacement for the Shadowhawk 2H. So let's go ahead and drop that into storage. We'll take the rest. Now we still have just under 4 million C-bills. So is there anything we desire left here? A Highlander, that would be fun, but again, that's a lot of money and doesn't really give us much wiggle room. The Flamer, not really. Infernos. We could go with the Ultra Autocannon 5. We could boost that up. Only 342,000. You know what? That is acceptable.
New weapon systems available.
And then let's just double check the store just in case there is something that we really want. I'm not seeing too much here. We do have another 2 UAC 5s. They're just fairly standard. 9 tons of pop. Do we want that? We don't have any in storage. It's, you know what, for 500,000, I think it's worth buying 2 of them.
New weapon
You never know what we could want them for. And then I think that's going to be fine. We've got 3 million left in the bank. That is plenty as we move on forwards. Yeah, I think that is quite fine. So let's go ahead and have a look at our mechs. We're going to need to go ahead and start getting some fixing of things. The Zeus, nothing too crazy there. Do we even want to go ahead and upgrade the pulse lasers? That is something we could do, and we do find that we're using this a little bit. As for the Black Knight, you know what, let's upgrade the basic medium lasers. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and repair this and refit a couple of medium lasers. I know that we've got more than the basic stock ones in supply, so we should make the most of what we have access to. Let's drop off the basic one here, as well that one there, and this one over here. Let's check out our medium lasers. We have extra critical accuracy and critical. So I suppose we'll go with some critical, and we'll go with I don't know, maybe some accuracy. Why not? And then we have one more. I guess we'll go ahead and critical and accuracy. Seems as reasonable as we will get. So that's a straight upgrade for all of them. We've got less stability damage. Wow, and we still got knocked over. Okay, can we upgrade that at all? The gyro. Let's see. Hit defense. Not quite what we need. And then... oh, maybe our machine guns. Can we upgrade those at all? No, we've already used our modified ones. Alright, well then I guess that will have to be good enough. That is 2 days worth of work and 4,200 sea bills. That I'm okay with. As for this, let's see. I think we can upgrade the pulses. Yeah, that is also going to be what we do. If we're going to use these things on a regular basis, we probably want them to be as good as we could ask for. Let's get that repair going, and then, let's see, medium pulse. Less heat, more accuracy. I think that seems reasonable, and you know what, that'll actually save us a little bit of heat. That could be very, very nice. There we go, heat efficiency has increased. That's going to keep this thing in the fight a fair bit longer. We also have the resolve for 3 extra resolve. We have one here for 4. Let's go ahead and pick up the upgrade. And then, let's see, modifications. Have we got anything here that is relatively light? Extra stability damage. Alright, you know what, we'll go ahead and we'll pop that on there. You never know. We might need it. And then we have +1 hit defense. Do we go for 2? I think we'll go ahead and... actually, you know what? No, we'll save that for our Griffin. Let's just go ahead and keep that one in there. That'll be fine. No rangefinders, no TTSs. That will be sufficient. Alright, and... yeah, if we could maybe save ourselves a ton somewhere, we could possibly go with a 4th ton of ammunition. That probably wouldn't be a bad plan, but for now, we'll just leave it as is. This is for more heavy fighting.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, so that's all of that sorted out. We now have, let's see, an Archer as well as the Griffin. What do we have with LRMs at this moment? I think that Archer is probably the one that we need to make sure is being worked on next. Yeah, I think that is going to be the main priority. Because again, if our Zeus goes back down, we're not going to have LRMs short of the Cyclops, which, well, if we're being perfectly honest, does not do that much. So you know what? Give me a second here and I will tinker with what equipment we have available and I'll show you what I come up with. So this is what I've got. I'm not sure it's exactly a very good thing, but you know what? We're definitely leaning on into the Archer's capabilities. So what we've got here are 2 LRM-20s with extra damage. Nothing too crazy there. That's fairly standard for the part. But what we are doing is we're going to use the SRM bonuses for extra stability damage. So we've got ourselves an SRM-6 as well as a ton of ammunition. Otherwise we have 4 tons of ammo for the well, for long-range engagements, and then I think that should probably be okay. Now, let's see, I guess technically speaking we could maybe switch out the SRM-6 for maybe a 2 and a 4, but I just don't see it being that helpful. This is the way that we're going to generate the least amount of heat possible and still do enough damage. So that is what we're running with. I'm not sure if it's phenomenal. I could do with a little bit more armor, but you know, it just is what it is. So let's have a quick look at our tasks. We should have, what? How long have we got? We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 14 days worth, so I think that's probably going to take us through. Let's go ahead and we'll get the hatchet man to the bottom. We'll go ahead and we'll fix up the Zeus and the Black Knight first. Yeah, there we go. We'll push those 2 back to the bottom of the list once more. Hopefully that'll be fine. So that's what we're going to run with. We still want the Griffin, which we are going to go ahead and refit. I think we'll go ahead and, you know what, we may as well go ahead and do it now. If we're going to shuffle across to the next planet, we may as well have an extra job in the making, just in case. All right, and so since the Shadowhawk was a brawler, I think we're going to go ahead and refill that role, but this time with the beauty of double heat sinks in the engine. So give me 1 second and I'll be back. Okay, and this is what I have for our Griffin, which is going to be quite a menace. we have picked up the brawling situation like our Shadowhawk was, except this time instead of 2 SRM-6 and an SRM-4, we now have 3 SRM-6s. We've also gone ahead and chucked on a NARC beacon missile launcher. Now, I have not used one of these before, but I figure this could be handy if we can get one of these on one turn and then, target it on the next. We could become a very scary proposition for a lot of mechs. We can aim all of our SRMs at one, maybe multi-target the NARC beacon onto the next, and then, you know, kind of domino effect it from that point. We've got 2 ER medium lasers, so we can do some damage at distance, which will be nice. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 jump jets to get us in nice and close and highly maneuverable. We've got 2 machine guns in case we decide to get into melee, and half a ton of ammo for that. Then for the SRMs, we've gone ahead and chucked on 2 tons of ammunition, just in case it's a longer engagement, as well as a ton of NARC ammo, and of course that gyro for hit defense, because this guy's going to be in the middle of things. Oh, and since we're going to be at the tip of the spear, we've gone ahead and thrown on a rangefinder as well, just to see if there is anything else incoming. Alright, so less than 10,000 civils and just over a week is a decent amount of commitment, so we're going to go ahead and get that sorted. Alright, so now all that we have left is to figure out where we're travelling to. Okay, so let's see. We are here at Solaridon. We do have... Oh, hang on a second. Have we been to NTS? We have visited there before. Okay, so we have a travel contract down there. Chopper could be a little bit cheap. Oh, we do see Comstar. We could possibly do some work for the most deadly of telecommunications. And you know what? They do have a black market. We've still got decent money. Maybe we just focus in on cash while we're here and just try and boost up our stores. Yeah, you know what? It's 13 days and 60,000 C-bills. We can then go from here down to there and then back up to the Tournament of Champions. We could make our way there straight away, but I think... Hang on a second, if we can just quickly check. We'll do some recalculations and we'll see how long it'll take. It says... What? We're comparing 13 days. Well, I guess... Oh, here we are. Alright, so this would be 17 days and a little bit more money. Could be good having that extra stuff. But I feel like we're going to want to then kind of loop back around and things. Whereas at least if we go this way, we could possibly make it through to a few more things. Maybe even see about whatever that flashpoint is over there. Look, you know what? We've got time. Let's just go ahead and we'll head to the first one first, and we'll see where this all takes us. Yeah.
Roger that, Commander.
All right. So that is the plan of attack. Also, too, our plan of attack currently is to help us with a little bit of recruitment as well. We are still looking for more MechWarriors, so if you'd like to join on in the campaign, we are still looking for willing pilots to join Leviathan's Might. As I've said, all that we need is a name and a call sign, and that is all we need to get you into the fray. And we'd love to have you around. If you've got any information about your MechWarrior, we'd love to learn more, but at the same time too, we're not going to ask any questions you do not want to answer. So that would be, delightful. As of course, make sure to leave that in the comment section in down below, or check out the community post if you want to do that there. Either one, I'll still hopefully see it, assuming YouTube Studio allows me to see what I need. Alright, so what have we got here? When we get knocked down. Another sleepless night finds you pacing the mech bay. The door opens and closes, and you discover that Cosmo, who should be hooked up to half a dozen machines in the medbay, has entered the room. Without noticing you, he limps painfully down the row of mechs and stops. You realize he is staring up at the mech he was piloting when he received those injuries. A shuddering, half-stifled sob wrecks the MechWarrior's body. Fists clench as he fights back the darkness. Alright, so we could take him back to the medbay, offer a shoulder to cry on, or, because we used to be part of the merchant guard, let's share a personal story and see if we can help him get out of the negative situation he is in. Well, that happened to me once. Cosmo spins around, visibly pained by the sudden movement. I was assaulting some rich fellow's warehouse complex, providing fire support for the vehicle convoy sent in to reclaim what they'd stolen from my employer the month before. These nobles and merchant princes, it never ends with them. But we get paid every time, and in the end, we'll have the last laugh. He put a hand on his shoulder. Remember that, Cosmo. No one is going to give you anything in this life. You have to fight to get paid. And if you're going to fight, I recommend getting back in that mech to do it. It's always a roll of the dice on how a MechWarrior will come out of an injury like this. Time will tell. Alright, Cosmo has now gained the lucky trait. Okay then, well, good for him. Let's keep on moving. We are 4 days out. We're about to get the Banshee back in order. Yeah, and Cosmo will be ready in just under a week. He has been out for quite some time, so I'm sure he will be itching at...
You've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Yeah, he'll be itching to get back into his mech pilot's seat. Alright, so we've arrived. Let's go ahead and visit the store, as is standard procedure. Nothing too phenomenal in the standard system store. Yeah, some minimal stuff here. TTSs, but again, it's not like we need those. We've got some very, very good ones. As for the black market, what do we see? Well, they have an awesome 8T. We do not have one of those. That could be nice. They have a Cyclops 10Z. That could be good. So what is this one? Extra initiative and nothing else. Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad combination, just simply because we can boost up our damage output, whereas the one with the Lance computer for the minus 10%, we've already got with the Marauder, so it's not the be-all and end-all. That could be very useful. We've also got access to some Highlanders. Fair enough. A King Crab, a Victor. I think we've already got that one, but again, you never know. AC-20s. ER medium lasers. Ooh, one with extra damage. That could be nice. SRM2 with extra damage and stability. Ooh, SRM6s with more. That could be a very solid upgrade for our Griffin. Yeah, you know what? Nothing too ridiculous, but that's good for us. That means we can make some money. In fact, you know what? Nothing here is that out of the question. Let's see. We could also boost up our meleeing skills if necessary, but I think we'll go ahead and we'll buy both of those SRM6s.
Systems available.
That is way too easy to pick up, and then I think we'll save the ER medium laser for now. I don't know if we want to drop 1,000,000 C-bills here. We'll have to see how it goes. Now, yeah, unfortunately no parts of that Cyclops. It's only all-in-one or none at all. So, yeah, I doubt we're going to be able to pick that up, but it is something we should take note of, that we may want one of those in the future. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.